clapping and get real loud. All right, for my friend, Brian Barshani, everybody, let him hear it.
I can't flip up to that. So I spent $50 on this costume at Spirit Halloween, and I'm making the most of it. On my way over here, my collar was kind of fucked up, and I was like, I have to fix this. I don't want to look ridiculous. Anybody do any cool Halloween stuff? No, you guys suck? Okay. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I might suck tonight, but at least I wore this. So there, if you leave, you'll be like, man, that guy sucks, but at least he had a kind of funny costume. But no, sometimes I think I'm funny, and then like I'll see a toddler fall over, and I'm like, fuck, I'm not that funny. So anyway, any Q people here tonight? Anybody believe in QAnon? Just gotta do, well, I guess maybe not. So I don't believe in QAnon, but like, I'm just, from the outside, it looks like a lot of fun. I mean, that's why people are into it. It's not that they're crazy. It's just that watching Netflix isn't as much fun as trying to get the Clintons arrested. Like, why would you do anything else with your time? Like, when someone, like, tries to argue that Tom Hanks is a pedophile, I'm like, okay, I don't literally agree with you, but, like, at the same time, I vibe with you, you know what I mean? Like, that seems like a cool way to spend Thanksgiving. But, you know, you have the people who are on the other end who are like, actually, we fact-checked it, and Tom Hanks is not a pedophile. And I'm like, shut up, nerd. So I am a fan of Airbnbs. You know, I've been using them, and it really is the best way to masturbate in other people's houses. How are you guys feeling about Palestine? All right, no, I think I figured out how to solve this problem. Hear me out. I think that the Palestinians have to kill a bunch of Germans, and that'll even everything out. Right? Hey, they say two wrongs don't make a right, but what about three? Maybe we should try it out. The other day, this is true, the other day I was walking around and I saw some kids outside, and they had a mom, and their mom said to one of them, "Hey, Elon, come over here." And I was like, oh shit, she must have named him that before we realized that Elon sucks. But I felt even worse for his brother, Bill Cosby. Yeah. You ever meet a crazy person and you're embarrassed by how long it takes you to realize that they're a crazy person? Like, I was actually visiting Finland a while back, and I talked to a Finnish guy there. And, he came up to me because I was American, and he went on for a while. He spent 5 minutes talking about how funny a Finnish comedian was, and he didn't provide any examples of why he was funny. He just kept repeating that he was funny, and I was like, all right, he sounds pretty funny. And then this guy just casually dropped the N-word, and I was like, oh, I'm talking to a crazy person. That explains it. And he said the N-word in a hilarious way because he's Eastern European. But unfortunately, I can't tell you guys how he pronounced it because then I'd be saying it. He ended it with gar, and he started it with me. So I think that's loud if I can just put the puzzle pieces there, and then you guys can put that together in your heads. Yeah, and when he said that, my stupid ass was like, I wonder if he doesn't know that that's a racist thing to say. Because he's not from the U.S. He might not know. I don't know. And then later on he said, oh, I love everybody. the Somalis. I was like, oh, you are racist. Oh, that explains so much. Yeah, no, I actually met that guy. I don't know how he's doing these days, but I like it when the mass shooter is described as a normal guy, because it takes a little heat off of quiet weirdos. Because every time that someone shoots up a place and someone describes him as a quiet weirdo, I'm like, this isn't what the quiet weirdo community needs right now. We have it hard enough as it is. Recently I went to Milwaukee and saw that they have a historic third ward. And I was impressed by it, but I'm like, this isn't as historic as their first two wards. Yeah, that one's all right. I went to a funeral recently as well. It was one of those grandma funerals. It was my grandma. And they had the funeral house had a Wi-Fi sheet there, so like you could like get the Wi-Fi info for the place. And I was like, oh, that's cool. Like in case there's like a shitty funeral. Just get info. Oh yeah, so I was in a movie recently. I was a movie star. True story. It's a movie called The Road Dog, starring the comedian Doug Stanhope. And I started it in the memorable role as the guy who's in the background for 2 seconds. And I was watching it finally, and it was a really moving movie about an alcoholic guy, suffering with alcoholism. And at about an hour into it, I see my goofy face in the background, and that completely took me out of the movie. You know, it's like if you were watching like Schindler's List, and then like in the middle of it is just like a picture of you from middle school. And I'm like, that ruins it. Anyway, I think that's all I have for tonight. Yeah.
That comes here in a purple pimp suit.